What if one of pop music's most legendary love stories was built on a secret that could shatter everything we thought we knew about it? Because just when the world thought the Britney Spears, Kevin Federline saga was finally over, a brand new bombshell has exploded, and this one straight from Kevin himself. In his upcoming memoir You Thought You Knew, Federline claims he once caught Britney full-on making out with one of her female dancers during a wild night in Amsterdam. Yeah, you heard that right. The woman who defined an entire era of pop music caught in a moment no one ever saw coming. Now, nearly 2 decades after their whirlwind marriage and messy breakup, Kevin's revelation is reigniting every old question about what really went down behind the closed doors of that high-profile relationship. Back in 2004, Britney Spears was unstoppable. She was the biggest pop star on the planet. The voice, the style, the moment. Then came Kevin Federline, a dancer with just enough charm and mystery to catch her attention. Their connection was instant. Within weeks, they were inseparable, jetting between cities, partying with friends, and dodging paparazzi flashes that followed them everywhere. Fans called it a fairy tale romance. But behind the glamour, things were moving fast, too fast. And one night in Amsterdam would prove it. According to Kevin's memoir, it started like any other tour night, drinks, laughter, and a little too much partying. But when they returned to the hotel, he says he walked into a scene that stunned him. Britney, standing between the legs of one of her female dancers, full-on making out. Kevin says he froze, confused, hurt, completely blindsided. He writes, "It wasn't what I signed up for." Shocked, he started packing his bags, ready to leave everything behind. But Britney allegedly broke down, apologizing and swearing it would never happen again. Kevin stayed, and strangely, he says that night brought them closer for a while. But trust, once broken, doesn't heal easily. He admits he couldn't shake the image, no matter how hard he tried. The love was still there, but so was the doubt. Little arguments turned into long silences. The tension grew. And by 2006, the fairy tale was falling apart in front of the entire world. The media went wild. Britney and Kevin's marriage collapsed under the weight of fame, jealousy, and constant cameras. Their split became headline gold. Kevin took custody of their sons, while Britney, exhausted and overwhelmed, spiraled into one of the most public breakdowns in pop culture history. And when the conservatorship took over her life in 2008, everything changed. For 13 years, Britney lived under her father's control, while Kevin quietly raised their kids away from the chaos. He stayed silent, at least publicly, as the world watched the #FreeBritney movement explode. Then, after Britney finally won her freedom in 2021, Kevin reemerged with a memoir that once again pulled their past into the spotlight. Fans were furious. Britney's team accused him of profiting off her pain, especially now that child support had ended. Kevin's defenders argued he was finally telling his truth after nearly 20 years of silence. The internet split in two, Team Britney or Team Kevin. In a rare interview, Kevin tried to soften the storm. He said, "I've never been against Britney." He claimed he's only trying to help their sons understand who their mother really is and who she used to be. "My kids do not know the woman I married," he said quietly. "I've spent 2 decades trying to bridge that gap. And that's the thing. No matter how complicated their past is, they're forever tied by family. 2 kids, 2 very different versions of the same story, and one bond that fame can't erase." So after all the confessions, claims, and controversy, where does this leave them? Britney is rebuilding her life. Kevin is reopening old wounds. And the world? Still watching, still guessing, still obsessed. Maybe he's telling the truth. Maybe it's just another cash grab. Or maybe it's both, because in Hollywood, the line between confession and performance is always blurred. What do you think? Is Kevin's memoir closure, or just another headline? Drop your thoughts below, and stay tuned, because in this story, the last chapter hasn't been written yet.